Hey, Elf. Hey, Brooke. Hey, Beacon. What's up? It's a reference. It's a reference to Clive Barker, the horror icon. Are you not familiar with Clive Barker? Man, my camera has me completely reversed, doesn't it? Just noticing how backwards I am on this in the camera. Same thing. Yeah. Maybe I'm just weird. Hey, Scriptcoat. But I am definitely reversed. Let me see. Yes, I did eat. Guys in your neighborhood say you're a whole icon. Cool, cool. Horror icon. Horror icon. That's great. Being iconic is cool. And being a whore is cool. Hey, Gigi. CB book? Comic book? Comic book book? Oh, I've never read any Clive Barker now. No, I mean, he's not my thing. Like, I'm not into horror, so Clive Barker is not really my thing. Where is everyone? With your mom. I assume everyone is with your mom. Your mom's dead. Just means she won't be able to complain. Hey-oh. She'll have no objections. Brushing her hair and maybe soup. Well, that's nice of her. I do wonder why the camera is reversed the way it is. Hey, Jordan. It's very weird. I have not tried the McRib. And odds are, I never will. Scapegoat! Thank you for 13 months, Scapegoat. Batin? Nah. Batin is not something that I've had. Not something I'm interested in. I may or may not have seen comic book rack. I mean, I don't recall ever seeing comic books rack, but my memory's not great, so entirely possible. Thank you for 14 months, Jordan. Not like Scrapegun, her pathetic 13 months. Fucking loser. I'm kidding, Scapegoat. Didn't think I was kidding. Sorry, Jordan. Yeah, I slept later than I intended to. I intended to get up like 6, maybe 7 o'clock, and then I slept until and then I only got out of bed at like 9:30. It's like 9:30 by the time I actually got out of bed. I know. Fucking, I'm just so tired all the time, and then weekends, I just hey, Vanna. I just, ugh, I just sleep so late on weekends. Taking a benzo. Hey, Monica. Banner Banana. Um, Van Halen. Sometimes bedbound. She has sciatica. She did mention having. She did mention that she was having sciatic issues. Hey, Habibi. Van Gogh. Leaves. Cute. That's one. That's a good one, Vanna. Van go to hell. Yeah, she did mention to me that she was having sciatica problems, which, yeah, that's not fun. Had a TV dinner earlier and I thought of you as you ate it. That's very sweet to BB. Because, yeah, I think in like December, or, November, what was it, November or December? Like it might have been like late November, early December, that I'm pretty sure what I had was sciatica. Like I'm pretty sure like I pinched my sciatic nerve or something like that, and it was like hey Barbara, it was like a month or so. Like I think it took over a month for the pain to completely go away. Hey Waffles, it is 11 o'clock. Not now, Gigi, but like I'm pretty sure like end of last year I did. I'm pretty sure like that's what it was sciatica or something. I've ever had chest pains. I mean, I occasionally get like heartburn via bolognese. PM waffles. It is 11 at night here. I don't remember the last time I was awake at 11 a.m. It's been a minute. Yes, I remember veal. I remember making veal in the same time strip. Yep. I am. When do I get up? I mean, tonight I got out of bed at like 9:30. Bring the content back. I mean, I want to cook. It's just I can't really cook here. Yeah, I woke up at like I don't know. It was like 7 o'clock or something. I woke up a bit and spent like 10, 15 minutes browsing Twitter and then sort of closed my eyes again. Hey, Juicer. I've never actually read any Clive Barker. I'm not into horror. Hey, Comic Book. I'm told it was your birthday a couple days ago, so happy belated birthday, Comic Book. Happy belated birthday to Comic Book and your fantastic rack. Golden Chick birthday yesterday. 30. Oh, cool. Did I order dinner? I did. I ended up ordering Boston pizza. What did I get Comic Book for her birthday? I said happy birthday to her. Is that not enough? Hey, Anunnaki. Do I have a preference in racks? No. All boobs are good boobs. Am I in a bathroom? I am not. Even man boobs? Sure. Said hair? No. That's creepy. It's creepy to want somebody's hair. Rack is just such a funny word. Reminds me of smoked meats. It is. It is a pretty funny word. I don't know what it says about me that it, like, you know, it makes me think of like, I mean, it makes me think of like racks, like that you find at like stores. But it also makes me think of the rack, torture device. like racks of items at a store, but also the torture device called the rack. Brooke has the meat goat crave. Rate the rest of the viewers. You all have great racks. I congratulate all of you on your racks. Binded? That's fine. I'm sure it deserves it. It knows what it did. We have the best conversations here. I still wear yeah, I still wear my mask. Of course I still wear the mask. Gray's coming in nicely on the beard. Yep. No one wears it anymore. Which is not great. I'm aware that like very few people bother with masks anymore, and that's not great. I mean, I haven't boosted it. Like, I haven't gotten booster in a long time. Litter box in the classroom. I mean, wasn't that whole story kind of bullshit? Like, it had nothing to do with students identifying as animals. Is like, as I recall, the story had nothing to do with like there have been literally no uh, confirmed reports of students identifying as animals and being given litter boxes for it. Like that's just not a thing that happens. Um, the couple of stories that do exist of litter in classrooms, there was one where it was like it was there for like in case of active shooter incidents. So the kids had to litter's too expensive to do that. Yeah, like there was one that was like I think like there was like a class that had a classroom that had a litter box in case of an active shooter thing, just so that if one of the kids had to go, they could use the litter box. a ton of jobs. They suck. What outlets are putting this story out? Conservative ones, and then it got picked up. I think it got picked up by a couple of mainstream ones that, yeah, there were a bunch of reports of, like, there were a bunch of stories. Or like there were a bunch of outlets that reported they're like basically what happened is some asshole. Did you read it on Twitter? Oh yeah. But like there's like some like some shitty parent went to some shitty conservative muckraker propagandist, and then the story spread throughout the conservative sphere, and especially among people who hate trans folk. The kind of like is especially popular among transphobes. All those gender criticals, as like, oh look how out of control this has become. And I think a few mainstream outlets sort of picked it up as well because sensationalism sells. And then like somebody else looked into it and found out what the actual story was. What do you think of problematic people who were trans? I mean, they suck. Yeah, I'm not gonna give someone a pass on being shitty just because they're trans. What if you're problematic but in a funny way? Depends on depends on depends on how. Caitlyn Jenner, a perfect example. Caitlyn Jenner's an asshole, and I will absolutely never give her a pass. Hey, color purple. Remember when they would throw that stuff on throw up at school and it smelled bad? Yeah, I think they usually use like sand, like sawdust and shit like that. Litter, I think, might be used for that as well. Some places will use litter for that because it's can clean up. No, Milo Yiannopoulos is not trans. He's gay and awful. So yeah, like I'm not sure exactly what is used for. I think it varies depending on where you are. Like depending on like the different schools use different things. So he's ex is dating a trans actress. Cool, cool. I don't care. Yeah, I think like some schools will still use sawdust. Some I think might use litter. Others, there probably are like specific. There probably are other things that get used. Hey, I am Alice. Because I mean, vomit's gross. You gotta use whatever is available to clean that shit up. You read dog? I didn't even know dogs could write. A low taper fade? Probably not. Oh, are you leaving, Vanna? You read dog instead of dong? I don't. Where was dong? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Vanna. How do I deal with worry? Poorly. Hey, Zach. Dogs and cats using those speech buttons? I don't even know what you're talking about, Val. Someone said dong pierced, and I thought they meant getting their dog pierced. Ah. I didn't even see a comment about getting a dong piercing. Yeah, I didn't see the comment about somebody getting their dong pierced. So I was just completely confused on all comments. And I've got my options are top chat and live chat. Sorry, Habibi. I didn't mean to. Live instead of top. Well, I'm on live chat. I am on live chat. I actually am on live chat. I don't know if it was just Bunny the talking dog. Bunny had an existential crisis. That reminds me. A couple days ago, uh, Elmo, Bunny from Bay Nation. I do not. A couple days ago, Elmo tweeted asking how everyone was doing. Yeah, how is everyone feeling? The next day, I was like, I'm glad I asked. If you need help, it's just this utterly fucking wild. Like, Elmo, like, how are all Elmo's friends doing? And everyone on Twitter is just like completely honest and just starts trauma dumping on him. And it's like the entirety of the Sesame Street cast, like, yeah. Elmo was just checking in. How is everybody doing? And like the next day, wow, Elmo is glad he asked. Elmo learned that it is important to ask a friend how they are doing. Elmo will talk again soon, friends. Elmo loves you. Hashtag emotional well-being. I just wanted Big Bird to comfort me through a bad time. I'm gonna open the floodgates. He absolutely did. Because people were honest. Elmo, I'm depressed and broke. Not good, Elmo. Not good. I'm at my lowest. Thanks for asking. What do you think of the theory Elmo is working with Mark Zuckerberg? I don't know what you're talking about. Just want to talk about something bigger than me for once, and my problems are small. Fair. Elmo, I just got laid off. Elmo, we are not okay. Elmo, we are tired. Just like it did seem to be like Sesame Street sort of promoting emotional well-being hashtag because basically the next day like there was a bunch of like emotion like a bunch of the Sesame Street characters were tweeting emotional well-being, and Sesame Street's main Twitter account tweeted it. So it was it did seem to be sort of like kind of a sincere like it's okay to not be okay type of thing. Hey, chef leftovers. But it's just there's something so utterly absurdist about everyone trauma dumping on fucking Elmo. Like, Elmo's a toddler. Elmo's a literal child. He doesn't. He's not. He's not equipped to help us deal with this shit. Why ask that? it's just. It's just weird. It was just really. It's just a really weird thing. The word is depressed. Yep. Would I ever do Elmo cosplay? No. Any cosplay at all? Cosplay itself, it's not something that I'm really interested in doing myself. Yeah, there's some cool cosplay out there. I respect the people who do cosplay, but other than a t-shirt, nah. Legit cried for an hour after the original Steve from Blue's Clues came back and said hi a couple of years ago. Eh, fair, I suppose. It's like something from your childhood and shed a tear. Mass Effect cosplay for all time's sake. That he died. He does have some sort of medical condition, doesn't he? Like, or am I thinking of somebody else? Didn't the guy from Blue's Clues reveal that he had some medical condition? MS, maybe? I don't know. yes. I don't think it was that one. Drug addiction. Just hated being associated with Blue's Clues. He wanted to pursue a music career. Yeah. I might have been thinking of someone else then. Super thin and no hair. He did apparently suffer clinical depression while he was working on the show. Yeah. All right. No, I guess. I mean, I must have just been thinking about someone else. Thanks, Habibi. His Wikipedia article doesn't mention anything about him having an illness, so I may have been wrong. All fake rumors that I believe. Yeah, apparently there were some fake rumors about him dying in a car crash, having dying of a heroin overdose, being replaced by a look-alike. And then he Blue's Clues host, the one could be doing crack. I'm sure they can. They can do anything they put their mind. Thoughts on people that fake their death? I mean, it depends on the reasoning for doing it. She used to call the prayer line on the Christian channel and say that her brother was addicted to heroin. Oh, say that she was her brother and he was addicted to heroin. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the reasoning for faking their death. That's on people who fake their life. I mean, I feel like that's what I'm doing. If I'm honest. The way he could say leave cult blue. I feel like most of us are just faking our lives, honestly. Olivia Newton-John's boyfriend. You think is it? I did not hear about that. hair done and a new dress. I do need to get a haircut. Had a dream the other night where I got a makeover. I very rarely remember my dreams, but I did remember this one. But yeah, I had a dream where I got a makeover, including like a haircut. What did the makeover look like? There was makeup that was like glittery makeup, which I did not realize that was something that my subconscious liked. Like I did not realize that my subconscious liked glittery makeup. Um, and then the hair, I don't know how to describe the hair. It was like maybe down to here, like maybe around, maybe around this long ish. And like it was sort of cut fairly short to the head, but just like enough length on it to have that sort of like deliberately messy look. A 20s bob. It wasn't a bob, no, it was it's hair that might not exist. It was a hairstyle that might not exist in real life. Like I'm not sure if it's not even not a pixie cut. Because it went down farther than a pixie cut. Like pixie cuts tend to be, like very short at the back. It was like it went down. It went down farther. And sort of like enough of it to get like a deliberately messy look. Nail polish is a good start. Did I feel pretty? I did feel pretty. In my dream, I in my dream, I had like a total wow moment. Yeah, I like myself. I was just like, oh wow. Was I with anyone? I think I was hanging out with Chantel because I remember like I had been with Chantel in the car. Like me and Chantel had been in the car driving somewhere. I don't know where we were going, but we were going somewhere, and we were just like in the car and you know having a good time, hanging out. I forget if she was there when I got the makeover. I think she might have been. So like one of those things like where I wasn't she wasn't visible in the dream, but it was like she was just sort of like in another part, like she was just in another part of the building where the dream was taking place. Are your dreams usually based off your real life? I almost never remember my dreams. Like it is just so rare for me to remember my dreams at all. I think this marks the fourth dream in my life that I can still remember. Here are all the dreams that I've had that I still remember. There was one back when I was in high school. I dreamed that I was hanging out with a couple of friends and we were trying to figure out what to do. And I tried to suggest Monopoly, but I instead said uh, Monopoly, and just started laughing my ass off. I actually woke myself up laughing. And I think that's why I remember that one, is because I actually woke up laughing from that dream, just because for some reason Monopoly was the funniest fucking thing I had ever heard in my life in that dream. Did I dream? Uh, I did get my learners when I was 16. Um, my license expired when I was 21. I didn't. I never managed to get my full license. So I did get my learners, but I never got my full license. So yeah, that's the earliest dream I remember. Um, I used to have a recurring dream of being either high school or college, and having trouble finding my class. Like the school was just like weirdly big and weirdly laid out, so I had trouble finding my class. I had that dream a few times, and I say like either high school or college. It's gone both ways. I think usually dream being back in high school, but I think occasionally dream being back in college instead. But yeah, dream being in school and having a really tough time finding my class. Um, Used to dream of a witch in my closet that had a chainsaw. Hate the following dreams. Backseat of a moving car, known as driving the car. Um, Third dream I remember, kind of a weird one. Chantel and some other girl had opened a clothing boutique. And like it's fairly new, and but it was doing okay. And me and the other girl in the dream, have your teeth come out of my dreams? Not that I remember. Yeah, me and the girl that she opened the shop with, had a bit of an attraction, and like we weren't dating yet, but it was pretty clear it was just a matter of time. I had a dream I attended a disciples meeting with Jesus in the Home Depot parking lot. And in that dream, I think for that particular dream, I had, you know, I was a little bit concerned. It's like, would it make things weird if we started dating? Like, Yeah, Chantel, like she's Chantel's friend, and like they're running a business together. Would it make things weird if I, as uh, Chantel's friend, started dating her business partner? So I think that was something that I was concerned about in the dream, but at the same time, I was like, yeah, we're gonna end up dating. And I knew Chantel would be supportive, and like I knew Chantel would be supportive of it. So, and now there's this newest dream where I hung out with Chantel and then got a makeover. And now there's this newest dream where I hung out with Chantel and then got a makeover. Visual or auditory hallucinations? Not that I'm aware of. You have nightmares daily. Hey, Joanna. So those are the four dreams that I remember. Other than that, most nights I have no idea if I dreamed at all. Some nights I know I dreamed, but it's like the dream is gone as soon as I wake up. Sleep shooting blanks. Because is that a reference to me not having dreams or a reference to me not getting lucky in my dreams? I have dreams that I can't get out of and have to try to wake up from, but I can't. Never remember my dreams unless they are acutely odd or horrific. Yeah, I mean, I was like, it's just incredibly rare for me to remember them in general. Like, like